round two of recording this video today because the first one didn't fucking record thanks to OBS. But yeah, we're back on Halo Infinite per usual. You all know what it's about. Recently I've actually been just like kind of sitting here thinking about how I can make some just different content over. I gotta stop dropping shit. But I've been thinking overall just how to make some different content to get out there because I've been wanting to do some other things. Tomorrow we are doing a stream. We are doing the Gauntlet in Halo Infinite. Please, if you can, and if you see this, go click the Twitch link down below and come watch that tomorrow. Of course, we will still be streaming tonight, probably playing some Infinite, maybe some Borderlands. If y'all don't know, we've been on the road to 100% Borderlands 1. I'm trying to figure out what other content I can do with it because I genuinely don't fucking know because half of it and out is just me sitting here mindlessly trying to get weapons and shit, trying to finish stuff. And yeah, it's been an absolute blast doing that. I've had a lot of fun with it, to be completely honest. Just kind of doing some shit. Me and Bradshaw did find out that at least last night we found out because we were looking through the achievements, and there's one achievement that we were very curious about because, I'll be honest with you, back in the day whenever I was playing Borderlands 1, I didn't get to play the DLCs a fuckload because I just did not have the money to do that. I was a fucking child and my family was poor, so I didn't get to do that a lot. And if y'all remember back in the day, really the only way you could play DLCs without having them is you would join up on a friend and you would kind of just play through the DLC with them. So I never really got to experience Mad Moxie's DLC in Borderlands 1. And I was like, there's just one like for the larger challenges. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Well, I was like, let's look into it. Let's see what this grind entails. And yeah, that thing's gonna take us like 2.5 to 5 hours to complete from what I've read, and I'm not excited for it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really not excited for that. That sounds like hell. Are we still gonna do it? Unfortunately, but I don't want to. And then, besides that, I've been trying to think of some other stuff to get out here. Like I said, I got this Gauntlet video, or it's gonna be a stream and then a video that I'm gonna be doing. Hopefully tomorrow. I gotta check with Austin and make sure he's still good to do that. But, yeah, we're doing that, and then I thought about putting a little, I don't know, something else together. Maybe play a little bit of a different game, because y'all know I mostly just play Halo Infinite most times of the week, because I love this fucking game. Why am I playing against Jimbo? Dude, what the fuck is this? Like, okay, so fun little story here. This morning I hop on. I haven't played Infinite in a couple of days. And I was like, you know, I need to go like play a little bit of a warm up. Oh my god, wait a minute, hold up, we're cooking. What the fuck? Huh? Damn. Sorry about that, gamer. Ooh, I didn't. Oh fuck. That was terrible. Trying to get out of here. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Damn. That's just unfortunate. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying, because I didn't get to finish my fucking point. But, this morning I hop on, I haven't played Infinite in a couple of days, and I was like, you know, I need to go, like, run a little warm-up. So I went around, like, my normal, like, bot round. And then, usually in the morning, what I'll try to do is go find, like, a little, like, FFA lobby, like, a little competitive FFA. Just go, you know, run a little practice, have a little fun by myself, and just, like, see how I do, kind of get in the groove of things. I seen a lobby was open on fucking Guardian, and I was like, dude, I need to go play this, because I fucking love Guardian. Hopped into there, and then the first person I fucking realized in there is Barcode. If you don't know, he's like the #1 Australian player in Halo currently. And I was like, oh boy, that's gonna be fun. Honestly, you know what, though? I didn't do half bad, and honestly, I'll take that, because I was playing at fucking 200 ping, and I was still kind of like holding my own a little bit here and there, so I felt pretty good about that. So, I'll take that for sure. Back here, Jimbo. Ooh, 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 whoa, goddamn, there's 3 of you bastards there. Goddamn. But yeah, so that happened. It was a good old time. I just wasn't really expecting it. I was just like, holy shit, why am I playing against fucking Barcode at 8 in the morning? So that happened, because you know, I typically get up kind of early. I don't know why. My brain just works that way. I can't help it, man. I don't know what to tell y'all, but I'm just kind of awake at certain points of the day. And it's just kind of part of how I live my life. But, you know, it's fine. But yeah, so that happened. And I honestly, I felt pretty good about myself. I was like, damn, I'm kind of holding my own here. Like, I'm not doing half bad. And Louis was in there as well. If you don't know, is the person who runs LVT. So that was kind of dope. Got to play against Louis again, because it's like my second time I've ran into him just kind of randomly. And you know what? This is no hate towards Louis, but I've beat him both times. Which makes me feel pretty good, because Louis is a pretty damn good Halo player. And being able to say that I've beat him twice Because there was one night that me and Austin were playing, and we randomly queued against Louis, and we beat him that game, and then I beat him in that FFA lobby. I did better than him. I did, of course, got my ass stomped by fucking Barcode, but that's besides the point. I just perfected that dude. That felt pretty fucking good, man. Holy shit, that felt crisp. But yeah, so that's been my morning today, and now I'm playing against Jimbo, who I was going to have some news on, because Z10 has recently changed up their roster. Jimbo is now a content creator for Z10. He is no longer going to be playing competitively, which is kind of insane to think about, because Jimbo's been around for a fucking while, so... I mean, that's good for him. Like, I'm happy that he's still doing stuff within the Halo world. Like, that's definitely something I want to see, because Jimbo has always been a pretty damn good player overall. I'm just kind of surprised to... see him not competing anymore. So I was very surprised in all of that news, because I was like, damn, Jimbo's not going to be competing anymore? That's a little insane to hear / say, because he's just been around for such a long period of time. So it's a little bit weird, but good on him. I'm happy for that, like, nonetheless. Of course, there's a lot of other roster mania stuff still going on with the FaZe roster, the SSG roster, all of that stuff, and all that beauty. So we got that to look forward to and to talk on whenever the time comes and all those rosters are then confirmed. Of course, I'll be doing a big video over overseeing all of that, kind of talking about it, you know, letting everybody know, like, oh yeah, these are the teams y'all are going to see playing this year, or at least for the rest of the years, it seems, because the roster mania has been fucking diabolical this time around, as it seems. Like, it's been kind of fucking crazy, for being honest. I'm not going to lie. Like, the stuff that I've been seeing, the teams that I've been seeing thrown together, seems kind of crazy. I do think, at least looking at the roster from what we know, like I said, none of this is confirmed yet, because nothing has been signed and nothing has been, like, posted saying, hey, this is the new team. But I'm not gonna lie, that FaZe roster is looking pretty good. So I'm very excited for it, personally. A lot of my favorite players are on that team. Like, we have fucking Snakebot, we got Lucid, we got Trippy, we got Penguin as well. Like, it seems like a fucking good roster. And of course, they got Royal One as a coach, who I think most people, kind of undermine as a coach. I get it, man. Everybody likes to look at Lunchbox and Ela. Like, I completely understand. Like, don't get me wrong. I get it. That's for damn sure, because those two were, like, definitely the most insane coaches in the world right now of Halo. But I feel like Royal One gets, like, very, like, left out of some of these conversations. I'm like, dude, he should be in this conversation for one of the best coaches. I mean, he did take FaZe a couple of years ago to getting their, you know, their Worlds win, the run that they were on with that roster before it switched up. Like, you know, like, man has his fucking, you know, his perks. Like, dude is a fucking insane player and an insane coach, as it seems. Like, you can't overlook that. I don't think there's a way to do so. But yeah, overall, like, I'm just kind of excited to see what these rosters become. They seem like they're going to be really, really good, and hopefully it just makes those teams better. Same with the SSG roster, which seems to be Eco, Stellar, Suppressed, and Falcated currently. Overall, I'm really excited to see that team play as well. I do genuinely think that the swaps with these teams are overall more beneficial. I know a lot of people have been talking about, like, oh, this team needs to play faster, this team needs to do that. I will say the bigger point is, like, if people saying that these teams need to play faster and faster and faster. I don't think that's really the case with a lot of these teams, because you can play Halo in a lot of different ways, and we have seen that over time in every fucking game. Overall, like, it's kind of weird to me, because, yes, teams can play fast and be successful. I don't know, a lot of people look at people like Bound and Legend as, like, this is why you should play fast. First of all, Bound's kind of just fucking insane. Like, the way that he plays, just no one else does, and I don't think anyone really needs to play like Bound to be a successful player who plays fast. Like, Bound's biggest thing is he will just spawn in and run at people. That's all he does. He doesn't care if he gets the kill. If he doesn't, it's fine. He's done enough damage on everybody else, more than likely, that his team can just come and pick it up. Not everyone needs to play like Bound and Legend, and that's just a fact. Of course, there's a reason that team is so successful, is because no one really knows how to counter it, and then you have Renegade, who's just getting all the kills possible in the fucking world, and Formal, who doesn't miss his shots. But it's a lot to do with team composition and everyone being on the same page when you're playing. I feel like it's like, even as someone who, like, doesn't play professionally, like, even playing in ranked, there's, like, a huge thing with teams when, like, everybody knows what they need to be doing, compared to a team where it's just, like, no one's paying attention and just kind of running out there and dying again and again and again and again and again. It's a whole fucking debacle. It's just kind of how it works. It's really weird, but it's part of the fucking game. I do feel like I said, these changes are generally better for the team. There's been a lot said. Of course, there's also been some beef recently between Optic and LVT due to the league that they are starting. Hopefully that all gets resolved. I know that they, you know, have said there's going to be a lot of talks, and they're trying to figure it all out to get this league to be a thing. I'm excited to watch that league if it does end up happening. I will say overall, if there's one note thing that I can put in there, I definitely feel like this league would have been better to be like an off-season thing. I feel like it could have had the runtime that it was originally going to have and not affect pro play. I feel like this is like, oh, the season's over, but now you have this to work towards. I think would have been a lot better of a move overall. I just generally looking at it, that's how I see it, because the off-season in the HCS is like genuinely one of the most dry times in Halo that we have. Other than like, of course, like the little community and grassroots slash DIY, you know, competitions we have going on and stuff like that. Like for the HCS as a whole, it is a extremely like content dry time, especially with the current state of Infinite. Like to be completely honest, I know the biggest thing that people watch is the HCS stuff. People aren't really there for just casual gameplay and talks. As a content creator in the space who just kind of plays and talks about shit, trust me, I fucking know, okay? Listen, I don't have a lot of videos that take off into the stratosphere, and usually when it does, it's usually not for goodies. People just mad at me for my takes on Halo, and I'm fine with that. Like, that doesn't really bother me too much, but still, I'm just saying, I think the Pro League stuff should have been as like an off-season thing. I think it overall would have just benefited everybody more. Not even just the pro players, but for viewership, for people playing Halo, would have given people like content creator stuff to talk about, because when you're like pitting this up right beside the HCS, I feel like it's like kind of impossible for that to get any coverage. I kind of get like what's going on, but I don't know. Like I said, I think an off-season thing would have been significantly better. But other than that, there's really not a lot else going on right now in the Halo world. I will say, because I was talking earlier about trying to find some new content stuff to do. Of course, like I said, I have debated recently doing a little series, because I make fun of COD a lot here on this little channel of mine. I'm consistently poking fun at Call of Duty because of things that they do, things that I don't agree with. Despite me giving my praises to Black Ops 6, because I do genuinely enjoy that game as a game. But there's definitely some problems with that said game, mainly the hacker issue, which is apparently really plaguing that game still to this day, which is kind of insane to say. I don't know how the fuck they can get that fixed, but I mean, I have an idea. It's just the fact of them doing it. But hey, that's just me. And you know what, man? I'll just say it for you all right now. I know that I'm part of the problem. I play on PC too. Therefore, automatically, I am a cheater. That's just how it works in the eyes of gamers. If you have ever read a comment section on a fucking post before, you would know that. Oh, well, if we didn't have PC players, there wouldn't be cheaters. I fucking guess, man. Just, you know what? Come take it. Come throw this thing away. I don't fucking want it. Pay me for it. I got bills to pay. I'll take the money. Fuck it. I'll go back to console if I need to. I don't really want to because I've spent so much goddamn money on this thing. I'm ready to spend more money on it, but that's besides the point. But I've debated on doing a little series because I make fun of COD so much, where I try to hit Iridescent to see how easy COD truly is, and I'm wondering if I can do it. Now I don't know if I have a squad for this, and if I did, I don't know, it might be pretty fun. But I'm definitely not going to go for top 250. Fuck that. I think Iridescent is the max rank though, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong there. But who knows? I might go for it. I might just say, fuck it. See if I can do it. And yeah, other than that, I'm gonna hop out of here. I love you all, and I will catch you later.